On this week's show, Toybox Tales number 2, Disney Infinity Code.org, and a new DITV project. All this and more on episode 84 of the Inside Infinity podcast.
What's up, guys? This is John Vignacchi, executive producer on Disney Infinity, and you are listening to Inside Infinity, the first official Disney Infinity podcast on the net.
Do you like customs? I like customs. Whether it be Disney Infinity, Amiibo, or others, custom figures are amazing. Head on over to evilost.com to check out some custom Disney Infinity Amiibos and Disney Infinity figures. Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Infinity episode number 84, recorded on April 13th, 2015. I am one of your two hosts, Will Kelly. Joining me as always, wearing his Donald Duck hat, Mr. Jason Haynes. Jason, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
G'day, Will. Our new set makes us look like Siamese twins. We're connected at the shoulder.
It's funny. Earlier we were even wearing like the same gray colored shirt, and you changed, which was smart because that could just be kind of weird.
Yeah, but good to be on the show yet again.
Yep. Another week, another bit of Infinity news, but before we get things started, I'd like to welcome everyone to the live chat. Who do we have in there today? We have quite a few friends. We have Jason from Infinity Inquirer, who will be joining us later in the show. We have, hey, it's Christina. JB, there's my boy JB. Gonna give you a shout out later. King of Tunas, welcome. Cimmerian, Romulus, Primetime UCF, our boy Pirate Steven, Sonic Photo, Taylor Lynn, the Baroness Wildlife, and Zaki Chan. Welcome everyone to the chat. Just a few of our friends. I didn't mention everyone, but we're all so happy that you did come join us tonight. We have a great show ahead of everyone. Yeah, lots of fun, and so we're glad you are here joining us live. If you'd like to join us live, you can do that each and every Monday evening, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Just head on over to twitch.tv/DisneyInfinityTV. While you're there, give us a follow. That's where we do our live shows, where we do our live streams. So all things live Disney Infinity. So yes, my hat is out of control, Pirate. My curly hair. So so Inside Infinity podcast is brought to you in partnership with the Disney Infinity Fans Forum, the #1 forum on the internet for all things Disney Infinity. Their website is DisneyInfinityFans.com. Trying to bring it up and talk at the same time. It's not working. So I'm going to bring it up here on screen. So it's just a great forum with lots of great content up there. There's a great community with lots of good discussion. There's trading. There's Toybox collaboration, hints and tricks. So it's just a great group. So make sure you head on over to the forums. Again, that's DisneyInfinityFans.com. With that, Jason, how about we get things started, get the ball rolling here tonight. Got a few news items to discuss. This first one, it's funny. I actually think this is not the first time they've done this, but last week Disney Infinity came out and announced that they are teaming up once again with Code.org. And so, Jason, do you know what Code.org is? It's basically just some, here we're looking at the Disney Kingdom website, that's diskingdom.com, and Code.org is just it's a initiative to get younger people interested in coding, and they partnered with DisneyInfinityTV, and you can see, I don't know if you can see it in the corner here, but it says creativity powered by Disney Infinity. And basically what it gives you, I'm going to go through here, it gives you some access to some of the Disney Infinity characters. And you can actually use them to code, which is pretty cool. Blow this up. And, it's just to entice young people to code. And Jason, you are a coder yourself. What are your thoughts on this?
I love it. I just think anything to... everyone knows that, like, the future is, like, coding's almost becoming, part of as important as reading and writing.
Right.
for future generations. So I think anything to entice younger people to learn to do that is a good thing.
Definitely. I was listening to a podcast this morning actually, and the education department is expecting video game coding being a real big part of future education, and just goes to show what Disney thinks about that and kind of
Yeah.
their thoughts along that. And I don't know, anytime you get kids interested in stuff like this at an early age, I think it's good. Do you think Disney Infinity itself could be a piece that would bring people or bring younger kids and interested in
Yeah, I think
coding?
there should be a tighter collaboration there because it's, I mean, you are programming in Disney Infinity and the Toybox anyways, effectively. So it'd be nice to see some crossover there. Some almost, almost like bad term, but if Disney Infinity is the gateway drug
Right.
to coding, if someone enjoys the process of connecting logic toys to make things do what they want them to do, it'd be nice to have a more obvious link to sort of maybe going that step, or vice versa if they're
Hmm.
enjoying the coding on the Codeorg, to actually go, well, why don't you try your hand at actually creating games using the Disney Infinity platform.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you, Jason. Pirate Steve is filling us in with a bit of live news right now. It looks like on Amazon at this very moment you can get the collector's edition of 2.0 for $57. So that's a steal just for the starter pack. Pirate, is that last gen? Is it PS3 or is it PS3 and PS4? Because that's a pretty good deal. So check that out. Pirate's saying that it's been up and down. So if you don't see it when you hear this, keep checking because it might jump back up. Cool. So that's Code.org. Great to see Disney Infinity once again joining with that organization and using the Disney Infinity name for it. All right, my friend, let's continue on. Uh, People in the chat are asking Jason a couple weeks ago. It might have even been on last week's show.
Mm.
We were discussing the ranking system for these park challenges, and the park challenge, the second winners were announced this last week. I'm gonna bring it up on screen here, and Jason, I gotta give you a congrats, man. Pirate Steven is not the only team member now with a winning toy box. You also have a winning toy box, and not only that, what place did you get in?
Number two, the new number one. If I have to rate the rankings, yeah, number two is now the best spot that you can get when Disneyland
Follow,
challenges.
Followed shortly by honorable mention, right? That's right after because you got a couple honorable mentions
That's
as well.
right. It goes position two, then honorable mentions, three, four, five, six. Obviously.
Oh,
No,
that's
it was good. I was glad. I was super happy to get the honorable mentions. I said off camera, or did I say it on camera? I was hoping to get at least two honorable mentions and a placing box, and I achieved that. So very happy with that indeed.
nice, nice. Well, I don't know if you had a chance to play some of these others, but they're all phenomenal. Here we're looking at Lauren MightyGitis' Jungle Cruise, which is just brilliant. It had a sense of scale for a ride that was just awesome. It's interesting because you also did a Jungle Cruise, Jason. It was interesting to see how the two of you approached this project. Your Jungle Cruise won honorable mention, and hers was fifth place winner. So yeah, congrats to everyone. Let's see who the first place winner was. It was none other than Vasuri 83 with a really awesome haunted mansion. Oops.
And it was classic to see how similar their mansion was
Hmm.
to ours will. Like it's just a testament to like the I mean, obviously with limited amount of toys, just like there's certain, things that just like that was the obvious move. We both had the
Right.
same camera angle down into the thing. We both went backwards down the ramp. Uh, that's really cool. And as I said last time, there was many things in their mansion that they did better than ours, and I think ours had some real strong points in it.
Mhm.
Um, But I said it on Twitter. I think the real winner here is the Disneyland Project because they're all great
Yeah.
representations for the project. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a
Absolutely.
great box when it's all said and done. What do we got left? With just the Tomorrowland challenge left, I think.
I don't. Well, I guess that would have to be right.
I think it
That's the
is.
only land we
Yeah.
have because we got Fantasyland. We got Toontown no longer exists. I don't believe so. It can't be that.
Yeah.
This just took care of Frontierland and Adventureland, and so yeah, it's got to be Tomorrowland. Samarian is saying my wife hates when I rank because that YouTube video plays for about a day and a half in our house. That's amazing. Did you do that, Jason? Did you? Because you also got mad props on your block art, and the bar had
Yes.
been raised
Bar
according
had been
to.
raised. Yes,
Uh,
you're right. No, I only listened to it once. I only watched it once and then moved on. I just thought, no, I got moved right on to the next challenge, to
yeah.
be honest.
Well, and
But it's good to have a win under the belt, at least one.
it is great. So, so Evelos is saying congrats, Jason. Tesla Blitz saying congrats, Jason. Pirate Steven. Yeah, it is important to note that this was a collaboration box with you and Pirate Steven. So
Yes.
both of you guys are winners. There was actually quite a few collaborations this time around. Well, maybe there's only two, including yours.
No,
And
I think there was a few.
was there a few?
Ours was, well, we didn't place, did we? Our
No,
box.
no, you're nice, but it was an honorable mention.
It was only because of the Hatbox
So.
Ghost. We all know that. Just because I put the Hatbox Ghost in it, Disney didn't want to let the cat out of the bag early. Fair
That's
enough.
true. That's exactly
Yeah.
why. That's exactly why. So I'm getting a request from the chat. I'll give you one guess from who. They want to see number 2 again. We did glaze right over that. I don't even think I showed it on screen. So here's your awesome ride system. It looks just like the boat if the boat had taillights. It's kind of dark, but there you go. There's that amazing block art that you guys just did. Just amazing work. Do you have anything you want to mention about this winning toy box? Like any tricks or fun stories that you have about it?
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to use fans. It was really interesting to watch people play it. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a top 5 winner is you get a lot more people on YouTube who will do let's plays
Yeah.
of your box, and some people just didn't get the fact that you weren't supposed to drive. And then obviously, I mean, Pirate and I would ride it endlessly, and it would successfully go around maybe 80% of the time, but you just can't do anything about it. But ultimately, I felt like it was the right decision. I don't think it would have felt as much like the ride if you were driving around the course. So,
Absolutely.
and the block art to the last second, like you have to minimize your block art. We needed every single block available for memory, and so I had to go through and actually rebuild most of that skull
Wow.
just to replace as many singular blocks as I could with the 3 blocks. So just be careful with your block art,
That's
or leave
interesting.
the block art to the end so that you're not having to cannibalize it for if I did it again, I'd make that skull half the size.
Okay. Well,
But what are you
like,
gonna
so
do?
you and I were working on one now with a couple scenes, and you told me leave the block art for the very last because that will show us how much we have to play
Yeah.
with.
Definitely. But I'm looking forward to. I said to someone today after the Tomorrowland challenge, I'm going to get back onto a more regular schedule of streaming and doing more tutorials, showing how to do more impressive block art animation like that. Because I really think that adding that animation element, just the tiniest thing like a mouth movement or a blink, can really help bring life to the box, as you saw there. That skeleton with the moving jaw was fantastic.
Yeah.
Really
Brilliant.
adds.
Well, cool, man. Well, congrats again on that, and congrats to all the winners. They're awesome, and I just can't wait to have this complete Disneyland and just be able to go and ride the rides whenever I want, and it's fun. It's fun.
Definitely.
Playing them each time. So, all right, my friend. Well, let's move on. Just want to mention briefly, Toybox Tales 2 is out, so it was our main topic of conversation last week. And yeah, episode 2 is out there. I can't really speak on it because I haven't had a chance to play Infinity at all since it dropped. So, Jason, have you played it yet or not yet either?
No, I
You've been
caught
busy.
the tail end of Papa Echo's stream though. Again, just another great looking box. Highly recommend everyone playing it, if for only for inspiration on things to build and do in the toy box. So
Yeah.
look good though. Look very good.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to play it, and as soon as we play it, we'll give you our thoughts either via Twitter or on next week's show. Cool. Just bring it back around. Pirate Steve said that collector's edition was for the PS4, so just a killer price. I mean, that's almost worth it just for the base alone. If you do think you might get a PS4 eventually. Cool. Well, Jason, that's going to wrap up pretty much the news of the week. But we're not done here. I think you have something kind of special that you want to share with the group.
Oh, the new website?
Yes. That's exactly
so
what
I have to switch over to so where's my thing? So, well, before I switch over, I'll explain it. Okay. I'll explain it. So a little while ago, it's a long story why we got here, but effectively I decided I wanted to build a website again that was 100% focused on the toy box. Not as a replacement for DITV at all, not a replacement for the fan forums, not a replacement for any site, but just a site that was like a central hub for toy box builders and activity. And it'll sort of be a place, sort of a tool set for those other platforms, whether it be the forums or DITV, a cross promotion place and so on. But there's going to be a number of cool things that I'm excited about, and I'll bring the site up now so I can give it sort of a bit of a rundown. But the only thing I want to demo the new checklist today. For those of you that use the checklist in the old or still currently using the checklist at apps.ditv.com, I think, DisneyInfinityTV. Just go to screen share here. I've improved the checklist quite a bit, and so I'm excited to show you that. But basically,
we switched to your camera. All right, sorry about that, everyone. Thanks for letting us know about the audio. Jason, back up to the main page, please.
so sorry.
My bad.
Where have I started? I'll just pick up from so there's three main areas to this new website, toyboximagineer.com. That's Toybox, 100% Toybox focused, not a replacement for DisneyInfinityTV. This is an additional website. So we've got Collect, which is about collection, which I'll show in a minute. We've got Discover, which is about discovering toy boxes, which is exactly, well, I'm building it to be exactly what we've always wanted as toy box builders, a place where you can have your own custom thumbnails, where you can upload video trailers, multiple screenshots of your toy box, edit your descriptions, edit your titles. It will be all completely tag based, and this is still under construction at the moment, but we'll be able to add tags and so on, so there'll be much more better categorizing. And also the ability, as you'll see down here, we have the ability to tag as many artists as you want to a particular box. So if you are collaborating, you'll get credit on that search. So for instance, this Pirates of the Caribbean box, if I click on my Power Disc here, it takes me to my profile page in which I can see all the awards and achievements that I have achieved, and it'll list all the boxes that I have done on my own profile page. So you will be able to follow people like MightyGitis or Pirate, and eventually you will get updates when they've added a new toy box to their profile, so that you'll never miss a toy box that they've published, so to speak. But as you can see, if I click on Pirates, it's also listed under his profile. So that's super cool, and that's unlimited. So you can have as many collaborators as you want per box. So that's just a preview of what's coming up in Discover. The other section is Build, which I'm not going to talk about too much at the moment, but that's going to be a ton of collaboration tools and a section that's going to allow you to hopefully find others to get involved in toy boxes that you want to build. So someone's asking, do we have to create an account? If you had an account with DisneyInfinityTV, it's the exact same account. You'll just be able to log in exactly the same as you were on DisneyInfinityTV. The only thing is, unfortunately, I lost all your thumbnails. So you will have to update your thumbnail image on your Power Disc.
Yes, but all of your checklist info did carry over. So if you spent time filling that out, then Definitely. That has been.
And all your friends, everyone that you followed will also carry over, but I just haven't brought that stuff over as yet. Yeah, so I won't take any questions on that section yet because it's not quite complete as yet, but I will show you the new checklist. So basically what I did with the new checklist is I've split it up now into the different platforms. So when 3.0 comes out, you'll get your own, it'll get its own category, so to speak. And that basically allows you to be a little bit more descriptive of how much complete you are on each of the particular categories. The real power of this comes in though with the trades section. So for instance, if I click in my Disney Infinity 2.0 collection here, this is my collection, FYI, and we are in the process of just making sure that it's up to date, making sure that all the images are up to date and so on. It's still split into characters and power discs. Anything in red should be pretty obvious is that you don't have it. But we've added the ability to either go to list mode or thumbnail on the fly, which is kind of handy depending on whether you're on desktop or mobile. It's obviously a lot easier to be in list mode when you're on a mobile platform. We've also added the ability to only display which things you need in that particular category, and also display only the items that you have duplicates of. This icon in the top left-hand corner represents how many of that particular item you have. If you click on it, it will show you the breakdown of what you have of that disc. You can remove it there, you can add new ones, so on and so on. But again, as I said, the most powerful part is when it comes to trades. When you go to the section where what discs you need, you can click on, you'll see in the top right hand corner, it will tell you how many trades are available in the system for that particular disc. So if I click this one, for instance, I can see it has 9 trades available. I click on it, view 9 trades. It will actually show you whatever your country is, your country of origin, it will default to. It'll tell you your local trade options first, and then it will show you all the international traders after that. I'll use Dasma as an example because we know him, and I'm just dying to trade with Canada. So the concept would be, you need this power disc. You can see all the traders that have that disc that you need. So the next step will be to click on Dasma, hoping his collection's available for comparison. You can then compare his collection, go to the 2.0 section. This is where I'm particularly proud of this feature. I think you'll agree. Well, this is pretty excellent. So as default, it will show you his collection. It'll show you what he doesn't have. I'm guessing he hasn't updated his collection in a while, but that's all right. Basically, if you click on need when you're in their profile, it will show you everything that they need. And if you see something that's not in red, that means you have it to trade for them. So it'll actually show you what you can trade them, and then vice versa. If you click on duplicates, everything that's not red is something that they have that you need. So effectively, through finding one disc that you need, you can find potentially many other trades with that same user, minimizing the amount of trading you have to do and thought process. So using this system, you'd very easily be able to make contact with them using any of the listed contact listings on their profile page, whether that be through the fan forums or whether it's a Facebook group or whatnot. You can confidently contact them and say, hey, I've got this that you need, and you've got this and this which I need. How about we arrange that trade? Now, in the future, we may do a communication system that makes that even easier to actually suggest those trades via the website. But at this point in time, we're not doing that because I want to get the other Toybox related stuff under control first. But someone just asked, is it live? This is absolutely live now. It is very much in beta stage. But again, it is the exact same. If you add anything to your checklist here, it'll also be added into the old checklist system and vice versa. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Will? I think it's pretty cool. Did I miss out on anything?
No, I mean, it's awesome. So there's been lots of improvements made to the checklist. That is so it's kind of in beta right now. There's still a lot of things that still need to be fleshed out. The checklist itself is pretty stable though. So and since we carried over the data from the old site, it should be working pretty well. But feel free to poke around the site on what is available to you. If you do notice anything that's missing or off or just doesn't seem right, let us know. You can tweet to us. We gave an early preview to some of our watchers and listeners, and we've been getting great feedback, and we love the feedback because it will just allow us to improve the system as we're developing it. So if you get in here and play around a little bit, see anything, please let us know what you like and what you don't like, and we will try to make changes. I think we are going to maybe try to create a suggestion feature or something like that on the site. But yes, definitely check it out. Jason's been killing it with this, and this is just the first part of it. We have big plans that hopefully are going to help in Toybox building. This is something that's going to stick around. So I know some people may have not stopped using the checklist, but we carried it over, and it's going to stick around.
We're very excited. I really wanted to bring back one of the main features why I wanted to resurrect a Toybox website is I wanted to bring back the idea of getting your awards. If I go back to my profile here, I loved how we had this profile disc award system on the old site, and I wanted to bring that back because, again, I don't think people get enough recognition for the great toy boxes they build, and I want it to be far more than just being featured on a top 5. I love the idea of being able to award people for innovation, for story, and so using this system, it obviously doesn't cost us anything because obviously we don't have endless amount of money to make trophies or anything like that, but we can spend the time to create a really cool power disc that's going to be a permanent fixture on your profile so that when people are viewing your toy boxes or viewing your trades, they'll be able to go through and check your accolades effectively, and hopefully you'll be proud to show those off on the website. And so hopefully eventually we'll get to the point where we can actually create shareable cards that you can embed in forum posts and so on. But yeah, I don't know, it's exciting future ahead. I'm committed to the toy box. I know a lot of the toy box artists out there are committed to the toy box. There's so much more to do, and I want it to be very much a collaborative project, the website. So if you are a user of the website or a Toybox artist. Oh, and I should explain, the reason why I went for Toybox Imagineer is because I had some conversations with people and we felt that the term Toybox artist, and by no means are we replacing the term Toybox artist, we just felt it can be intimidating to use that term because not everyone is artistic, so to speak. You know what I mean, Will?
Yeah.
So I went with Toybox Imagineer because it was a little bit more fitting, but that's not to say that the term Toybox artist is dead to me. I just think that's something that could be attributed to people who are exceptional in the field of toyboxery.
Right.
So, yeah, but anyway, the point is those people, I'd love to get feedback, feature suggestions, but just remember the site is 100% for toy boxes, and in no way, there's no communication system on here as far as just general chit chat and stuff. We're still very much wanting people to utilize the forums and Facebook groups and whatever Disney Infinity platform you are. This is purely for toy box related discovery, creation, and content. So it's exciting.
Hey, Jason, we're getting a
Yes.
question in the chat from Wildlife asking, when I go to create an account on the site, it asks me for Toybox Imagineers friends username. What is that?
So you can leave that blank if you want, but if you know someone who's
Like,
already on the site, you can
like the
put it in.
Hatbox Ghost for you, for
Yeah,
example.
because I'll let you in on a little secret. I haven't enabled it yet, but technically everyone who joins Disney Infinity TV or Toybox Imagineer is automatically grouped in a team. So if we ever decide to enable team options, then you'll be positioned with that team, and we'll be able to participate in team challenges. So if you just want to make sure that you're absolutely part of your friends' team, then that's where you put their Disney Infinity username. But if you don't have one, just leave it off and you'll be randomly assigned a team.
Perfect.
But again, that's a potential may not ever happen feature. I was just super inspired. Like, I love that. You know, the t-shirts that are going around at the moment with all the Pirates of the Caribbean team logo and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love that stuff.
The
And that's
March
why I
Madness
was
stuff.
super inspired by that. Yeah, the March Madness stuff. I thought that'd be awesome to have teams like that. But I haven't thought of a reason to have a team yet. So,
Dude, the
you know.
Hatbox Ghost won too. That was the winning
Oh,
team.
really? Was it?
Yep, sure was.
Awesome. I'm going to take my screen share off now, Will, so you can see my pretty face again.
Okay, cool.
Just to give you the FYI.
This is I'm tired of this. Hey, there we are. Green screen Jason. Sweet. Well, that's awesome, man. Again, we'd love for everyone to check out the site and see it for yourself. And again, we're constantly listening to feedback. So Q Lanu, Logan on the team is saying, everyone add me, exclamation point. It's all about those trades. So yeah, so check it out, everyone, and please give us your feedback. We will keep you updated as features are added. We'll probably announce major features on the show. We'll announce minor features via Twitter. So
I hope to have a full demo next week of the Toybox search engine to be able to add Toybox, show you how to add toy boxes, and get all the info that you need in them so that we can get our top Toybox artists adding them there.
Awesome. I'm excited to see that myself. Well, cool, Jason. Well, that's actually going to wrap up this week's show. Do you have anything else you want to mention before we leave? I have one last thing, but I'll give you the floor first.
We might cover this in the next section, but I am just getting so excited for Disney Infinity 3.0. It's not funny.
Right.
Like it feels, I don't know anything. I have no inside knowledge, but I feel in my bones that we are imminently away from at least a teaser trailer. Any moment it could drop.
Yep, soon. And you know what? I've changed my stance on this. I do not think we're going to hear about it next week. If we do at Star Wars Celebration, I expect it to be small, and that's just from conversations I've had with people who are going, not people at Infinity or anything like that. But regardless, our good friend Stephen C. is going to be at Star Wars Celebration next week, and he will be, or no, this week actually. It's this weekend, and he will be on next week's show to give us any info that may come up. At the very least, just give us his thoughts on his experience there. So be on the lookout. As soon as we know, you're going to know, and as soon as we have stuff to talk about, we'll be talking about. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm like you, Jason. You and I were talking the other day. Unlike last year, we're a lot more excited, and just that steam just keeps on rolling. So
yeah, it should be fun.
Sweet. Well, we have one last thing to say before we get to our roundtable. We're really excited about the roundtable, but we just want to send a very special thank you to Evilos Customs. So head to evilos.com. You can see Evilos' all of his stuff. He has Amiibos. He has Disney Infinity. I think he even might have some Skylander stuff. But anyway, so he's been a long time fan and friend of the show. He's been sponsoring the show for quite some time now, giving us a figure to give away. Well, he's been busy. He's a busy man. He's busy with Amiibo stuff, Infinity stuff, and family stuff. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to sponsor the show anymore, at least for now. And that's okay. We wish him luck. And again, we just actually want to say thanks for being such a long-time supporter and sponsor of the show. We really appreciate everything. I know everyone who's won your figures, Evilos, I know he's in the chat right now. just loves your stuff and loves what you do, and so we just want to say thanks. And it wouldn't be a proper send off just to have it where on one show we just don't roll your ad at the beginning, and so we want to give it a little explainer. So continue to support him. You can find his contact, YouTube, and Instagram info at his landing page at evillost.com. And again, we thank you, buddy. Thanks for everything. So we wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors, and we hope to see you back. I know we're going to stay in touch and stuff. So cool. Well, Jason, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the news section of the show. Here in just a few moments, we are going to start up the roundtable. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this piece, and we hope you all enjoyed it. But until next time, we hope your week is filled with infinite possibilities. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Inside Infinity podcast. If you want to find out more, head on over to our YouTube channel, and please give us a subscribe while you're there. We appreciate it. Also, subscribe to our partner network, res.tv. That's youtube.com/res.tv. You can also find our Twitter and Facebook info there. Subscribe to our Facebook group. It's a great conversation. Each and every week we end up discussing either the previous week or the next week's info. This week's roundtable is coming straight from the group. So